Welcome to our first tech blog series, direct from Christchurch, New Zealand. And my name is Searle, and I've got a guest speaker here today. This is Philip Searle. And look, I'm going to invite Philip to come to our blog to talk about, the latest in tech and, in particular, any new technology, news or updates and things like that. And you're welcome any questions that you want to ask Philip. And today we're just going to pick, one of the hottest topics right now, which is home automation.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely something that's getting more prevalent within standard society. I mean you've got Google, Amazon, and now even Apple are going into it.
Yeah.
And you've also got all the things from Samsung as well. It's definitely something that is gaining traction
Yeah.
within the standard world, commercial world.
And that's very exciting, isn't it, Philip?
It is, yeah, it is. I mean, like, it's definitely it can make things a lot easier for standard automation of things like security cameras, lighting, and even standard home appliances as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really
Perfect.
awesome.
And these things are what people used to dream of 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You see a lot of movies, a lot of sci-fi movies that have a voice command and suddenly you turn lights on and off and so forth.
Yeah, and now it's something that it is. You can just go down to any home department store and go and buy them.
Yes,
and install them with ease. It's not something that you have to be a big techie to do, and that's one of the awesome things that you can just walk down and go and do it.
Exactly. Yeah. And especially all the new appliances right now, they're pretty much Wi-Fi capable. So as long as you connect them to Wi-Fi, like a fridge is a good example.
Yeah.
Like a smart fridge now, will be able to tell whether you run out of milk or run out of eggs, and then will suddenly do an automatic order online. And stream it to your computer, your phone. And we live in a crazy world right now. And I think I'm very excited.
I mean. Looking forward, it can only get and crawl itself into more things, So, I mean, like you said with the fridges and that, it's an amazing thing. Like some of them even have cameras in the fridge, so you don't have to open the fridge to see what's in the fridge. And little things like that. It's becoming quite automated.
Right. So I guess the first thing I want to touch on is recently Apple had just had their worldwide developers conference earlier on in this month in San Francisco, and they've just released their own version of their home automation system.
The HomePod.
The HomePod. Here we go. That's what it's called.
It's very awesome. I mean, it has also taken a bit online where people were saying it does look like a toilet roll. There's a lot of people comparing it. I think it's very Apple, it is Apple, but it's very Apple-esque, the HomePod. Like they are doing home automation and they are doing music, but it's all within that Apple system, which is what I would expect them to do, but it also is limiting them and getting into everyone's home. So people who love Apple are going to go for it, but people who maybe have a lot of Android devices or maybe just have the phone, their Apple phone, they might go for something like the Amazon Echo or the Google Home. But I think it's definitely causing Google and Amazon to sort of up the ante on what they're doing.
I see.
And I think it's definitely a good thing to have that competition so they can try and one up each other and we get better technologies faster.
That's quite a good way of thinking.
Yeah.
But if you imagine when iPod was first released, again similar thing with the music device, it can only sync to Apple, to iMac and all that, and then suddenly other companies have to have their PC capable developed to be able to listen to Apple Music and things like that.
It's just like the iPhone. When they bought that out, it was like, well, look at this thing. The iPhone was like, yeah, that's a cool thing, but it won't last. And then look where we are now. Everyone has a smartphone that is all started with the iPhone.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what was really cool about it.
Yeah.
But then if you look on the flip side, there's a failed story as well. Sony is a good example. When they have their own little memory sticks.
Proprietary
Yeah, that's right. And then that's right. It's only used for Sony, but you know that just went as a flop because SD cards are more.
They are still using it though.
Are they?
In some of their gaming devices.
Oh, I see.
In the Sony PSP, you still have to buy the PS Vita, which is maybe a couple of years old now. You still have to buy the proprietary Sony memory cards.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that's I think that's probably the only thing that they're still going for. But
yeah.
I mean, even that, I don't think they're going to make a new one of those because handheld gaming is, you know, cell phones have taken over that really.
Yes.
You know, the ability with the games and apps. You know, our phones now are pretty much more powerful than those little handhelds that we used to have. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now the talking about the home automation again, we've noticed that they, you know, people love having a personal secretary, and almost there was a little controversy as well. You know, all these devices have a female name.
Yeah.
And for Google, obviously that's Siri. For Apple that's Siri. What's Google called?
Google is just called the Google Assistant.
See,
so
I
haven't
think
actually given it a name.
So that's why I was like, I think Google is a little bit more progressive there because you know it's not gender exclusive.
Yeah.
And also, you know, you can actually change the voice too, don't you?
I think you can. I mean, I know you can change obviously where the voice is set. I mean, currently with the Google Home, you can only have it as a US, English, UK, and just last week or this week they announced it's going to Canada as well. So there's Canadian French as well. So.
Oh wow, exciting!
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool.
Mm.
And looks like you've got one right there.
Yeah, I do. We can't actually buy it here in New Zealand, but I found a way to get one, and you know, it's a very cool device. But with it being obviously meant to be in America and other places and not here, there are some services that don't work. But the standard automation of lighting and sort of, you know, integration with the Google Chrome, turning on the TVs, that stuff does work, and you use it. Wow.
Can you give us a little demo just to?
Yeah, sure. Okay, how about I'll change the lights to a different colour or something.
Okay, yeah.
Hey Google, turn the lights blue. There you go. So turn the lights blue.
Look at that. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool, although it does sometimes not work because it's looking for an American accent. So with the Kiwi accent, it does sometimes. Not sure.
Well, all you need to do is just to roll your R
every now and then. Yeah. I'll just change it back. Hey Google, turn the lights white.
Look at that. Yeah. That's sleek. And just imagine that, you know, like, you know, we live in a lazy world, aren't we?
We do. I mean, the light switch is literally just over there, but I haven't used that in quite a long time.
So let's see if they will blame these devices as an obesity epidemic. You know, talking about health blog, you know, but yeah, so that's a good example. Now, the apart from the new Apple home automation, what are the new features? Did you have a look into whether was anything that sort of superseded Google or Alexa?
I think Alexa, Amazon's Alexa, is definitely the one that's doing a lot more push. They're pushing a lot more to get into the home and different versions. Like, so the Google Home here, it's just the one device. That's it, Google Home, just that. But with the Alexa, the Amazon Alexa, you can actually buy about, I think, 2 or 3 different types with different price points. So they're going to, if someone wants one, they can go for the cheap one or the very expensive one. So they have the home speaker styled one, which is similar to the Google Home. They have another one, I think it's the Dot, which is a little small, almost like a little puck. And it's not a speaker, but it still does all the smart home integration and all that. And then they've also released I saw it very briefly, but it's almost, I think it's like a camera system with the assistant, so it can actually see things as well. So the Amazon was saying, you know, you could do things like shop for clothes online. So you could see yourself in the preview, a video preview, and then, you know, it would superimpose clothes you're looking to buy, which I think is really cool. But then also for those who concerned about privacy, it's another thing that everyone's sort of jumping on about. Like, there's a camera here that's sort of always on and connected to the internet and going straight to Amazon and things like that. So yeah, but I think Amazon are definitely the ones who are really pushing again.
Yeah, and you know that's been a recent excitement in a way, but also you know it was a surprise for me as well because I thought Amazon is only doing their push on the retail businesses, you know, their books, the DVD. That's how they started.
Exactly, it is.
And suddenly they're starting to tap into this industry, which is, you know, like, and it's the same as any other tech companies. You know, there's a blur line that everyone comes from different angles, but all the technology will start to merge into this this microwave.
The Amazon stuff you can order from Amazon just by speaking to it now, which has its pros and its cons as well.
Yes.
But I mean, it's like Google have actually started to do that. You can order from Google, and you know, say Google buy me this or whatever, and it will order it for you. But it's not as streamlined and as professional as Amazon's version.
Yeah, and I know that Amazon's also starting to tap into other industry like drone.
Yes, the drones, which is
will be another talk.
But I think a quick snippet is that it may work, but then there's so much hurdles they have to jump through and hoops they have to go through to even get anywhere near.
There's a whole once it starts into the air, there's the civil aviation law, and so we'll talk about that next time because I've got some insight into that too, having been in the aviation industry myself. So let's do that. Look, you know, I don't want to keep this blog long because I don't want to bore you guys, but we can talk about this for a whole day. I'm just gonna thank Philip for today, and then we'll carry on. We're trying to make this series sort of more frequent, maybe like a weekly one.
It's like a tech catch-up kind of thing.
Tech crunch, tech catch-up. We have to come up with a name sometime.
We're not sure. We'll find something. That's one of the hardest things actually, is finding a name to
do something.
Perfect,
cool. Hey, thanks very much. Cool.
That's alright.
See you next time.
See you next time.